Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Arbitrage Academy. In the last session I have discussed about source shifting methods. With that I have completed most of the fundamentals in network theory. In today's session I will discuss about previous gate questions on fundamentals. Okay, let us start now. The first question is the transfer curve between AB terminal of a circuit is given. This is the circuit given. If 5 ohms connected between AB, then find the value of I. Okay, we are supposed to find the value of I which flows through the 5 ohms resistor. This network will be can have any number of active elements and any number of passive elements. Okay, this network can be reduced to a voltage source in series with a resistance. We call it as equal resistance of all resistors of this network, and this is the equivalent source of all the sources given in the network. Let this be Vs. Okay, consider this as case 1. In case 2 will consider current source in parallel with a source resistance. Okay, let this be case 1. The case 2 will consider a current source. Now it is open circuit, current won't flow in the circuit since it is open. Now let us connect this 5 ohms resistor to these terminals AB. To this terminals AB, 5 ohms resistor. Now the current starts flowing. Let that current be IT. That is terminal current, and let this be terminal voltage VT. This V is nothing but the terminal voltage only with respect to this circuit. This network is reduced to this voltage, a practical voltage source, right, which has got an internal resistance Rs. Now let us find out VA characteristics of this practical voltage source. By applying Kirchhoff voltage law to this circuit, we get Vs minus, let Is be the current, Vs minus ISRS minus Vt is equal to 0. So from this equation, and Is is nothing but what? Is is nothing but It. Same current flows through It. So this can be written as Vs minus It Rs minus Vt equal to 0. Then It is equal to Vs minus Vt by Rs. Vs by Rs minus Vt by Rs. Now using this equation, let us draw Va characteristic curve now. Va characteristic curve. So Vt It. Vt It. So if you let us put It equal to 0 in this, then Vt will become Vs. So let this point be Vs, comma 0. That is y coordinate is 0. It is representing y coordinate, let us say, and Vt is representing x coordinate. So Vs, comma V0 is the point on this. And to find out this point on this It axis, let us put Vt0. When Vt is equal to 0, when it is equal to 0, It is equal to Vs by Rs. It is equal to Vs by Rs. So 0 comma Vs by Rs. Now comparing these two curves, we call this as transfer curve or Va curve, a Va characteristic curve. Comparing these two, what is Vs now? Vs is equal to 20. Vs is equal to 20 and Vs by Rs is equal to 10. Since Vs is equal to 20, Rs will be equal to 20 by 10, which is equal to 2 ohms. Now we got the value of Rs, which is equal to 2 ohms. What is Vs? Vs is equal to 10 into Rs is equal to 10 into 2, which is equal to 20 volts. So Vs is equal to 20 volts. Okay. Now from this circuit we can find out I now. It is nothing but I only. So what is It now? It, apply KVL to this loop, complete loop. Start from A, B, C, D. Let us start from C. C, D, consider the loop. C, D, A, B, C. So rise in potential, so 20 volts. In the direction of current, drop in voltage, minus 2 into Is, minus 2 into I. Is is nothing but I only. It is nothing but I only, and Is is nothing but I. So 20 minus 2I minus 5I is equal to 0. So I is equal to 20 by 7 amperes is the answer. Okay. Now consider the case 2 now. Case 2, we convert this network into a equivalent current source. Let Is be the current source and Rs be the shunt, or we can call it as internal resistance of this current source. Let this be RL, which is equal to 5 ohms. It is the terminal volt. Current is nothing but I only, and let Vt be terminal voltage, and Is is the current supplied by the current source, and this current will be, since this branch is passed through, this will be Vt by Rs. Vt by Rs, and this current is It only. So Is is equal to, applying KCL at this node, Is approaching currents should be equal to the sum of the leaving currents, or algebraic sum of the currents at this node should be equal to 0. So Is is equal to It plus Vt by Rs. Vt by Rs. So from this, It is equal to Is minus Vt by Rs. Minus Vt by Rs. Now let us find out the points on this Vt axis and It axis. So point on Vt axis will be putting It equal to 0. If we put It equal to 0, the point on this will be Is Rs. So this is Is Rs comma 0. Current value is 0. Okay, and this point, to get this point, put Vt equal to 0 in this. If we put Vt equal to It equal to Is only. It equal to Is. Is 0 comma Is. This line represents the Va characteristics. Va characteristic curve. Can also call it as transfer curve. Transfer curve. So this, comparing these two curves, we can find the value of Is and Rs. So from this, we get Is Rs is equal to 20 and Is is equal to 10. So when Is is equal to 10, Rs is equal to 2 ohms. So we know now Is is equal to 10 amperes and Rs is equal to 2 ohms. Now from this circuit we can find out the current which flows through RL, that is nothing but I. We are supposed to find out the I now, value of I. Now by using current division method, we can find out the current now. By using current division method, so It is nothing but I only. Let us find out I now. I flowing through this is equal to the current is divided into Vt by Rs and I. So I is equal to Is into other resistance, that is 2 ohms by total resistance 7. So which is equal to, what is Is? 10. 10 into 2 by 7. We got the same answer here also, no? 20 by 7 amperes. Okay. Next question. Second question, find Vx in the given circuit. Vx is unknown value and there is a current source here, 1 ampere current source, and in this branch 3 amperes is flowing. So to find out Vx, if we can find out the currents in all the branches, then we can easily find out Vx. Now let us find out the current in this branch BC. Already current is there in branch AC, CD, and BC we can find out by applying KCL. At point C, let us apply KCL. Now, at node C apply KCL. Let this current be I2 and let this be I1. Let this battery delivers a current I. Then this I1 will be I1 plus I2. This I will be I1 plus I2. So at this node C, I2 is entering and 1 ampere is entering C and 3 amperes is leaving the node C. So currents approaching, sign of currents approaching the node is taken as positive. So I2 plus 1 ampere, 3 amperes leaving minus 3 equal to 0. So I2 is equal to 3 minus 1, 2 amperes. So I2 will be 2 amperes now. This is 2 amperes. I2 is 2 amperes. Now how to find out I1? We know this branch current. So these voltage drops can be known. What can be the voltage drops? Let us find the polarities now here. Since current is entering, this is an energy absorbing element, so it should be positive and it should be negative. Here also it is entering, so it's positive and it is negative. Why? Because the resistance with 2 ohms is a passive element and the current is entering, should enter the positive polarity since it is energy absorbing element. So if now let us apply Kirchhoff voltage law to the loop A, B, C, D, A. Why? Because by applying KVL we can find out the voltage drop across. Once the voltage drop is known, by applying Ohm's law we can find out this I1. A, B, C, D, A. In AB, the polarities are like this, right? Plus, minus. Current should enter the positive polarity since it is absorbing element, energy absorbing element. So, rise in potential. So, here 4I1 is the drop, minus to plus. Here plus to minus, so minus, drop in potential, minus 2 into 3. Here drop in potential, minus 3 into 2 equal to 0. Okay. So from this you can find out I1. Instead of finding voltage drop, I am directly finding out I1 now. So 4I1 is equal to 6 plus 6, which is equal to 12. So I1 is equal to 3 amperes. So I1 is equal to 3 amperes now. When I1 and I2 are known, I can be evaluated. I is equal to I1 plus I2, or you can apply KCL at node B to find out I. I is the current which is approaching and I1 and I2 are leaving. So I is equal to I1 plus I2. So I is equal to what now? I is equal to I1 is 3, I2 is 2, so it will be 5 amperes now. 5 amperes. I is 5 amperes. This is nothing but 5 amps. Now to find out Vx, apply KVL to the loop AB, ABDB. ABDA, AB dA. AB, rise in potential. So 4 into 3. 4 into 3. Next here, BD, rise in potential, plus 5 into 1 minus Vx, drop in potential, is equal to 0. So V1 is equal to 12 plus 5, equal to 17 volts is the answer. Vx is 17 volts. Okay. Now let us see about the third question now. The third question, find Vx in the given circuit. How to find out this Vx? Let us see, 5 amps current is there, it flows like this in the outer loop. It won't flow to the branch BD. Why? Because this is not closed loop. This loop is not closed. So the same 5 amperes will be flowing here also. In 2 ohms resistor also 5 amperes is flowing. 5 amperes is flowing. So let us apply KVL to A. What about the polarities? This is plus, this is minus. Here current entering. So plus, minus. Now apply KVL to A. Start from a DC BAD. Loop DC BAD. Loop DC BAD. Start from D now, DC. Now instead of DC BAD, you can apply, you can consider this loop now. DBAD. DBAD. So D to B, there is rise in potential. So Vx, 4 volts plus 4, rise in potential. There is no current in this branch, so no drop. B to A, no passive element. In the branch AD, 2 ohms and 5 amperes. So drop in potential minus 5 into 2. Minus 5 into 2, and then minus 10 is equal to 0. So Vx plus 20 plus 4 minus 20 is equal to 0. So Vx is equal to 16. Is it 16? Vx 5 into 2 plus 4, 5 into 2, right, 16 volts. 16 volts, right. Next, coming to fourth question now. The fourth question, current source is there and voltage source is there, and you are asked to find out the voltage potential difference between A and B. So current 3 amperes will flow through this. So the polarities are plus and minus. Since it is absorbing element, it should enter the positive terminal. Positive terminal, right. Now consider this loop now. A, B, C, D. Already given this is positive and this is negative. Let us consider the loop A, B, C, D, A. A, B, C, D, A. A to B, fall in potential minus Vx. And B to C, nothing is there. C to D, fall in potential. So minus 10. Then here, rise in potential. So plus 10 into 3 amperes is equal to 0. So minus Vx plus 10 plus 30 is equal to 0. So Vx is equal to 40 volts is the answer. Okay, that's all for today's session. In the next session, we'll do some more numericals on fundamentals in network theory. Okay, thank you.